these are the driving conditions here in the evening in the main road between Tivat and Kotor. We are now going basically to the airport. This is the airport of Tivat. It's the second most important infrastructure unit of this country in terms of Tivat and Podgorica, the two airports. And obviously it's really important. It brings the rich Russians, it brings the tourist cruisers, it brings also direct connections in the summer to places from Ufa in Russia to whatever Novosibirsk and others. You know, it's really a very connected airport in the tourist season. Now it looks like this. They didn't even have a lighting for the road. They didn't extend the road in any kind of meaningful form. It's always a traffic jam. And even in the night, you know, I'm coming here in December, it's not the tourist season, obviously it's raining and it's not very inviting, but you could have with a bit of street lighting. Now in the city they have street lighting. On the rest of the road they didn't have it. They could extend the road, it's enough space. Most of the city roads are now in the Balkans, in Pristina, in Skopje, everywhere, and also in the smaller towns. I know most of the regional towns of Kosovo and many in Macedonia and in Albania, they have mostly done it on 2 lanes. Yeah? Like here also they started in some ways. No, yes, 2 lanes. How long it will be 2 lanes? Yeah? Okay, good. It's exactly 10 meters. And this is the whole thing, because Tivat has really developed in terms of tourism. It's very much the differences to Bar, which is still 20 years ago in that development. Tivat has really developed in an amazing touristic magnet. It is really very nice with Porto Montenegro, the Lighthouse Tower project, and these amazing, beautiful places all along the coast. The whole coastal Riviera of Tivat is now ready. It's one big promenade and it's really nice. Yeah? But the moment you leave it, you are on this kind of road conditions. They have not extended it in no way. They have renovated it, and you feel like in Yugoslavia back then, Tito's time. Nothing has changed. Yeah? This is the impression you get when you are driving on that kind of roads, and it is. I was doing it for 15 years, so I did my part. Now I'm making these videos to protest against the neglect of the authorities for the infrastructure and to call for EU management by membership, because then things will be much better. This is the autobus station that was actually renovated, but the way this is done, it's all, you know, could have been immediately. There's always place. People have not even a way to go. No, on the other side there is one, yes, I have to be fair, but on this side no. Of course there is enough space to extend the road, but it was not done. And this is the most important touristic asset. Now we are coming, in my view, compared to Budva, Bar and Ulcin, the Bay of Kotor is of prime touristic significance. And then this kind of, and people would maybe like to even live here the whole year. And also in the rain, it's actually not very late. Yeah? It would be, I think, normal, acceptable thing that you have also in December decent driving and living conditions in a country. I mean, why not to live the whole year here and then to commute back to your work or do your work digitally, as many do now, and you want to live here because it's a very beautiful place, yeah, and it has low taxes, and you know you could work from here very easily. It's beautiful, nice people, low taxes. It's in Europe zone, it's in Europe already, it's in the EU zone. So all the advantages you can have to live here and enjoy. But, you know, then you have to face, like, you know, suddenly you live in 1970s infrastructure conditions once you leave the paradise of the coastal enclaves. And that's not so good, yeah? Here really a lot of investment comes in, but the productivity of such investment is not so high when it is basically then, yes, in that setting. And it's not so complicated. Montenegro can do that. You do it in Podgorica, you did it in part of Budva. But for Tivat, there was no money left. Or why? I mean, it's zoned already. You see it, there is place here. Not everywhere maybe, but a third lane. Yeah, even a fourth lane. That should be the normal way, actually, I think so. And the longer you wait, obviously, the higher the prices go and the harder it is get. And there should be also a ring road, an upper ring road of course. These villages, yes, yeah. I think we should keep the ferry, actually. I think it's good. And maybe it should be electrified, not the petrol ferry. But the ferry belongs a bit to the place, and the bridge would be a big intervention. I'm against that. But the upper ring road of Tivat, yes, absolutely. It would also bring a lot of prosperity up there to the landowners. They could sell their land or develop it, and that would be good. So an upper ring road, absolutely. An upper ring road on the other side, absolutely. Yeah? An upper ring road, that's always a good idea. But no bridge or tunnel. But the highway should, of course, relieve the Boka Kotorska and go on the Niksic inner side, as it is foreseen in the geographic planning and infrastructure planning of Montenegro since 20 years, but has had no big progress. Yeah, I show you some of these commercial places. It's of course like it is. Tivat is stuck in traffic even in December. Why? Because nobody had the decency to extend that road and to build a ring road. That's the two things which Tivat, for example, Petrovac has. Perast has one. Yeah, in some areas it's not possible. In Kotor, I don't think a ring road is very feasible. That's of course not a good idea because of the complexity of the terrain in Tivat. But in Kotor, in Tivat, it's relatively easy to build it, and it's no problem. But it's the indecision of the authorities of various options, and so they don't know exactly what to do and where to do it and what to do, and so the whole various options lead to indecisions. I can tell you very easily what needs to be done. Build the highway inside. That's very much the first thing. You have less transit. Then you build coastal ring roads up on the city where it's feasible. Tivat is the first candidate. And also then in Herzegovina, upper ring road, absolutely. And in Kumpur, an upper ring road. Also that's one secondary upper magistrale above the Bay of Kotor, and going down then basically into the ferry. And no bridge or no, and then you build it basically around. You leave the ferry, and then you go towards here, another ring road up, and then you connect in 4 lanes with Budva. And then you build a tunnel in Budva to connect with the upper ring road of Budva. And then basically Budva is also circumvented, and you're already quite good. And most of the things are solved. I think it's not so easy, not so complicated. It's quite easy actually, and then much better living conditions, and people will come, not leave, because they like it here, because it's fantastic. And I will show you more tomorrow. Thanks a lot from Aksaropiana, here from the middle of this amazing touristic town here in Tivat in the rain. I show you the Balkan as it is also from the rainy side. I show you the Balkan also from the sunny side. I show you in general the situation, how it really is and how it should be here in this amazing place. It's a bit more to go. You will see the people are crossing the traffic. Yeah, whoa, dangerous. Yes, hard to see, no visibility. And Theodore has saved him. Fine, we are going ahead now towards, that's actually then the area, I will stay on because here is the area of Kotor, Montenegro. This tremendous development, this island of prosperity. Now first the Canadian Peter Mank has done it, and later then it was the family Rothschild, I think, was a part of that, and then came also this Arab fund. I think it's connected to Abu Dhabi as well. It's always very complicated for me to understand which emirate or royal family is behind which fund. But one of them, they have taken over this asset. It is the same who also did then the Belgrade in the waterfront, and who are doing Durres. I don't know that, but it's one of them. They have these capacities. It was somehow a 250 billion takeover operation, and it's very beautiful. It's over there, and it's fine. Yes, this is my recommendation actually as well for Bar. and Tourist is already happening. So the coast and the southern Adriatic will be amazing in the future. And if the infrastructure catches up, we will live in an amazing, beautiful place in the future. Yeah, it takes so much longer than I wish for. Here it is, that's the entry. I think, yeah, exactly. That's Porto Montenegro. And here you see in the next phase is already up and coming. Very beautiful. More to come. We are now onwards and upwards towards the ferry. I will also, the ferry road, there's no way to extend that in my view. There's no way, there's no space here. And so that's basically a bottleneck we all have to live with. And maybe make the prices a bit more expensive. Some elastic. Oh wow, here some road was extended. Wow, 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 wow. That's good. That's good. Must be new. Oh no, just a little bit, yeah. But a little bit was happening. That's very good. Wow. I'm so happy. That's good. Oh, that was the only thing. Not good. A little bit to have a bit for the movement for the left turns, and so that is also helping and relieving. Good. More to come. I will also make a video from the ferry, and I will keep you posted from Tivat and from the Boca Kotorska. And please support Montenegro to join in 2024. Much better to be inside. Outside is lonely and it doesn't work so well. Bye.